This is the Tecno Spark 40. This is the Infinix Smart 10. This is the Tecno Pop 10. This is the Tecno Spark Go 2. And this is the Infinix Smart 10 Plus. And they all kind of look like,
Hold up, wait a minute.
Anyway, this isn't a comparison video. This is a video talking about if these budget and entry-level phones are good. Let's get into it. So story time. Back in the 1980s, when mobile phones became commercially sold, phones like the Motorola Dynatac were incredibly expensive. It'd be $12,000 in today's money due to inflation and other things. Yeah, and they were large, heavy, and had very limited battery life. The primary way to get these phones was through the long-term service with carriers, which added to the total cost. Moreover, these phones were limited to just the wealthy and affluent. Fast forward to the 1990s, prepaid phones were introduced. The first prepaid cellular network was released in 1991 with patents filed in 1994. This allowed users to pay in advance, which eliminated the need to sign contracts, whereas making it more accessible for the average citizen. Also, as tech advanced, components became much smaller and much easier to produce. This helped to reduce the price. But this wasn't enough until feature phones came into the system. Companies like Nokia revolutionized the system with feature phones. They focus only on calls and SMS messages. Other phones include games and ringtones, which was revolutionary for customers back then. The Nokia G3310, among others, were known for their strong build and everlasting battery life. Most notably, they were known for how significantly cheap they were compared to their predecessors. They were no longer a luxury item, but a tool needed for communication. Now, fast forward to 2007, Apple comes and releases the iPhone, which is just wow. But look, these phones weren't as cheap as we expected. Step into Android. Released in 2008, it was an open source operating system, which allowed manufacturers to hop on. Now, manufacturers from every area started using Android, from HTC, Motorola, Xiaomi to Samsung, OnePlus, all hopped onto Android. This allowed manufacturers to make phones at various price points. But due to different hardware and skins like One UI and ColorOS, Android was very bad and difficult to use, especially the cameras. Unlike Apple, who was optimizing iOS's software, which improved the overall experience, Android was more focused on making the hardware really good, and generally, developers created games and apps which work really well on their flagship phones, forgetting the entry levels and budget phones. Until Android 12. At this time, Google had acquired Android and was producing Pixel phones, which gave really good performance, but not the absolute best. On May 18, 2021, the first beta of Android 12 was released. This changed everything. Android, more like Google at this point, was really focusing on software, and our first iteration of Material You was introduced. On October 4, 2021, it was publicly released and it looked really good. Phones like the Pixel 6 and S21 Ss were released. These phones were obviously great, but budget phones like the Realme 10, Redmi Note 11, Galaxy A23, A13 and A33 were all released and they were really great. It only got better with Android 13, then 14, then 15, even now with Android 16 in developer beta. It's much better and accessible to budget phones. The 5 phones from the beginning, Tecno Spark 40, Infinix Smart 10, Tecno Pop 10, Tecno Spark Go 2 and the Infinix Smart 10 Plus are really good phones to buy if you're an entry-level user. The Tecno Spark 40 comes with 6.67-inch display with an IP64 rating, which means it can handle some splashes and rain, and the Helio G81, which is really good. The Infinix Smart 10 and Smart 10 Plus come with this really good design, with which the regular Smart 10 looks like the iPhone 16, and the Plus having a more unique horizontal design, which is really beautiful. The Tecno Pop 10 even looks more like the iPhone 16 and has really cool features like the Bluetooth code feature among other things. The Tecno Go 2, also a really good phone a lot of people are buying now. It's really great. Either way guys, that's all. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.